Alright, so now we are about to do the front roller. We're going to service the front roller for this particular lane. This is just a hollow tube, or yeah, big old hollow tube, and there's a little shaft in the middle, and there's two black plastic caps on both sides that actually lock into the big hollow tube and also set the bearing for the shaft right here. And we are going to replace this bearing, and we're going to replace the shaft. I don't know if you can get the angle, but there's a lot of wear right here, so we're going to actually just replace this whole shaft. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to show you that there is a shaft collar right here. It's held in by a 2.5 millimeter bolt. It requires a 2.5 millimeter hex to remove it. There's usually a nut on the other side. This one is broken, so I don't have to worry about that today. I just got to worry about getting this side out. There you go, it's broke. So now at this point, this should slide up. I might need to persuade it a little bit. Probably be easier if I put pressure on both sides. Find another screwdriver. There we go. You see all that action now. This shouldn't really be stuck on here this bad, but it is. And now we've got the shaft collar removed. We're going to need a 10 millimeter socket or wrench to loosen up these three bolts. These bolts actually lock the black cap into the roller, and you'll see that once I remove. And I'm taking these pretty much all the way up. I'm not going to take them off. No, don't take the nuts off because the bolts will fall through to the bottom. Alright, and now I should be able to get a screwdriver in here and start working this cap up a little bit, like that. And now the cap should just slide off, but we had that problem earlier with the I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to break this cap. Work this off here eventually. Alternatively, I could hold this up and hammer down on the shaft here. I might try that. Just to get this guy moving. Now we're getting somewhere. Set this guy back up. I'm almost there. I need to find something smaller. Sockets around here that might fit. This is a 16. Go down to a 12. Same situation. I'm just going to lift the roller up in the air. Hopefully, be able to pull this off. Kind of a pain. I've never had to do it this way before, but I can see this being kind of a pain in the butt. I could try a puller. Never really had to use a puller on this before, but you know, it was the first time for everything. This shaft is in bad shape, so I'm not surprised. Well, I just broke the cap, and I knew that wasn't going to be a good deal here. I'm going to go see if I have a spare cap now. Alright, so what I've done here is I've just taken a file and I've just filed all the way around this shaft like this, just to make sure there's nothing left for this thing to bind onto. This shaft is getting replaced, so it doesn't matter if I undershave or overshave it or not, or whatever. The important thing is getting the cap off of this thing. And it's been kind of a struggle so far. And I assume that it will remain a struggle. So long as it can remain a struggle. This is a pain in the butt. Never quite had one so difficult to deal with. I'm going to try to get this guy back on here again. Put it in a different spot and hope I don't break more of the ledge off. Although I do believe that even though I cracked this, part of me thinks it's still usable. But you can buy, you can order these pieces online, but they're not that expensive. I mean, they're more expensive than you'd want to pay for this little piece of plastic, but hey, that's the Brunswick way. Brunswick wouldn't have it any other way. Look how nice and smooth. Oh, there might be a little bit of a lip still. Nope, I got it. Good enough. We're clearing this baby now. Alright, now your cap's out. I'll kind of show you how this works. So you tighten these 10 millimeters. It compresses this. There's little rubber pieces here and here. They expand outwards as you tighten this down, and that's how that locks into here. Alright, at this point I flipped the unit upside down. Now I've got the other side here. I've got that 2.5 millimeter I was talking about. And there's a nut on the side. I'm going to get just a pair of vice grips for that. I ain't going to mess around.